Yo, what's up? This your boy Mellow Man Ace El Padrino.
This your boy Chingo Bling.
My name is Questlove.
What's up? This is Method Man.
I'm 50 Cent.
Yo, what's up? This is Isaac.
And you're checking out the Chino brothers right here. Keep it locked. Peace.
Mas Pingon.
I still get pumped watching that, man. Watching the intro, man. It's dude, so dope, so dope. I get pumped and I'm super pumped because we're not gonna say too much until a little bit later on, but just we got two guests,
Two generations of hip hop, two generations of
multi-generational.
DJs.
Yes, and it just thinking about it brings back memories of the younger days, back in the day of.
I'm still trying to figure out about these Midwest hoes you've been telling me about, bro. I can't figure out what you meant by the Midwest hoes when you were talking about DJ Wild One.
Like HOSE.
Oh,
HOSE
man, you got
hose.
me twisted, bro. I don't know.
Is it Midwestern hose?
I don't know.
In supply. I think
But
that's what it's called.
dude, I was in the green room. I was telling Wild One about when we were in college, and I was like, yeah, man, back in the day, Adelaide, he used to be the ladies' man. And he's like, what? He don't seem like. I was like, yeah, but he wasn't like a padrote. Like he was just a smooth brother. You know what I probably should do is tell Wild One about your the old radio voice, and maybe that'll make more sense to him.
Yeah. I don't even think I can do it anymore.
Dude, you say that every time, but then you did like a
ladies?
Filipino racist accent like 2 episodes again. It was pretty good.
Luke, I am your father. Like that, like kind of like that. Is that sexy?
No. Did you? No, you didn't do a Filipino. You did a Chinese voice. Remember?
Oh my gosh!
When Danny was on, it was pretty good.
I don't remember.
You did a really good job doing it.
Oh, me so hungry.
No, it was you did it. It was more like, you guys want me to go with you to the store, mother? Something like that. Like sound like Chow. It was dope, dude. It sounded really good. Nice and racist. That's how the Chino brothers do.
Well, we're Asian,
here.
so we can do that. It's like,
all right, man. Well, we got our homeboy DJ Wild One coming up right now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty curious about. He wanted to tell us his story when we were in the green room. I was like, no, hit the brakes. Well, what's even neater is afterwards when we bring Chaos in. 2 generations of DJs, and DJ Chaos is a very accomplished young man. So I'm super excited to talk to that. Not even the next generation, Adelaide. Like this kid could be our grandson. He's so young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, this is exciting too.
And
it's good to see the. Well, we'll talk about it.
It's good to see the young people. Is that what you're about to say?
It's good to see. It's good to see the love of old school hip hop too.
Oh, from young
it still
people.
Lives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of young people like that old school, huh?
Yeah. We're like the best generation. We lived in the best generation.
It seems like it, but one person that lived in the best generation with us was DJ Wild One. We got a whole bunch of viewers right now wondering why they're looking at us and not him. So we should probably bring this man on. You ready?
Yeah, make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. DJ Wild One.
What up, Wild One?
What up, guys?
What up?
What's going on, dude?
He's got a gray beard and grown children, so I know he's OG like us.
What's up with Midwest Hoes, dude? Adelaide told me you work for Midwestern Hoes.
We're having some technical difficulties.
Oh no!
Where'd it go?
You guys.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check
Can you
1
hear
2.
us now, Wild One? Go, hey, Wild One. Hey, go over and hijack Chaos. Said, Chaos is at the other house.
He's eating chicken strips.
Yeah,
Hey, Wild One. I'm gonna kick you out. Come back in. I don't know if he can hear me.
He can't hear you. He
check
can't
1
hear
2.
us. And
check 1 2.
We
Hopefully,
can't hear him.
okay. I'm gonna kick him out, and then
dude, hold on a sec. I got an idea. Is he muted?
No, he's not muted.
Oh wait, man. Yeah, that wouldn't make any sense, huh?
Yeah, nothing. You can't hear us. Loco en la cabeza. All right. Well, I'm gonna kick you out, and I'm gonna text you right now.
All right. Well, see, unlike most of the guests that have, can you hear us, Wild One?
Well, I was about to kick him out and then come back in. Sometimes that triggers the whole thing. So, yeah. So we already got a shout out too. Mario Sanchez, DJ Wild One, my boy.
There you go.
Did we lose you?
Okay, we're good.
Wow.
What up, Mario?
Yeah, I can hear you now. So
okay, good. Dude, I'll tell you like this. No, I was gonna say when we have guests that like have spotty internet, it always makes the interviews a little harder because me and Adley will just start tap dancing, just start making up stories and stuff and telling everyone. All right, wow. Well, so are you from Bakersfield originally, or where'd you grow up?
Yeah, I'm born and raised. I mean, I've been here most of my life, and then I moved away and then moved back, and moved away and moved
Where'd
back.
you move away to?
Well, I was in the military, so I moved away to Oklahoma for a while, and then moved back, and then after that, I moved to Las Vegas for a little bit, and then moved back.
Did you move to Vegas for like a DJ gig, or did you move to Las Vegas for like just I want to get out of Bakersfield?
Nah, get away from Bakersfield, and then
Okay.
what happened was I moved with family and my ex-wife and the kids, and then they didn't really like it, so we moved back.
How long were you there?
I was there for about a year.
What's it like living in Vegas?
Yeah, jeez.
Oh my gosh! So at the time I was working at Wells Fargo, so I lived in North Vegas. So you got to think North Vegas to I worked at the Wells Fargo behind Mandalay Bay, and it was
Wow.
about a good 15-minute drive. It wasn't that bad in the morning, but as soon as you're going home from work, easy hour and a half, 2 hour drive home.
What type of
Holy cow.
what type of position did you have at Wells Fargo?
I was a personal banker.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So was it
didn't hit the clubs? Didn't try to DJ up in there or nothing?
I feel like he was
No.
being grown up. That's what he was doing.
No, well, it was a little bit of that, but I did have my hand in a lot of stuff while I was there. I did get to meet a lot of good people while I was there. At the time, I was really good friends with the son of the owner of Zions. I don't know if you remember the supplements that UFC.
With the Z?
No, it's an X. Zions.
Science? Oh, okay.
Zions.
Yeah.
The UFC used to always have their name in the middle of the octagon.
Yeah.
And they would sell like really like good supplements for like working out and like getting big and stuff like that. Well, his son was one of my customers. Well, the dad was actually I took care of his account, and the son would come in and I randomly would bring checks in, and I'd look at him like, who gave you this check? And he's like, oh, my dad. That's like a $20,000 check. You know, I'm not going to give some 20-year-old 20 grand.
Oh, and he wanted it in cash?
Yeah, he wanted cash. He was going to Anaheim. He was going to Anaheim to the fight. That was his daddy gave him spending money.
Dang.
And,
I thought you were going to tell us he used to bring you them legal steroids. I was about to ask you if you got jacked off of them legal steroids, baby.
He would bring in checks, and I'd cash them in.
And no anabolics, no pills, nothing. He didn't share.
And no, he would actually bring me supplements. So like I would he gave me a membership to UFC gym.
Oh wow!
There in Vegas.
Okay.
And I would go down there, and Randy Couture was actually one of the trainers.
Holy cow!
Huh. And I would go in there and hit the bag a little bit, and they'd have like the classes where there's a bunch of people, and they do a bunch of workouts and stuff like that. But I didn't do it too long. I mean,
did you roll out
one? Huh?
Did you roll?
I did couple of classes, and then after that he was.
Oh wow! When was it? Tell us the best story.
Hey, we'll do a couple shout outs real quick. Let's squeeze these in.
That sounds good.
Mario said too, what's up? I work with his pops. He used to spin back in the day. Oh, Mario's saying that.
Word up.
And Dan Ramos, what's up, my brother Wild One from DJ Will Play.
There
and
you go.
Love to the Chino brothers too. Love the show. Thank you. We
Thank
appreciate
you, Dan.
that.
We totally appreciate that, man. We appreciate Wild One being on the show. Although we thought we were going to be telling different stories, but he's telling us about Randy Couture. That is nuts, dude.
Yeah. So like he would he invited me to a fight down there in Vegas, and I remember second row.
Wait, Randy Couture invited you to a fight?
No, the son. The son,
the son of science.
Did you ever talk to Randy?
Yeah, he was actually the trainer, like the one that was training
Did you ask him
people
about
in the
those
gym.
movies? Did you ask him about them
No.
Expendables movies? Wow, well, you're
No.
wasting my time
No,
here,
that-
young man. Why are you doing this?
This was before like he.
Oh, this is when he was just a
was doing
fighter.
the-
I got
this
you.
was
I
when
got
he
you.
was a
Yeah,
fighter,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
So they would.
I mean,
have,
he's still a heck of a fighter, dude. But
They would have random like fighters come in the gym and train the people that had memberships. Like,
oh, that's sick.
so like you would have to pick and choose, and then you would have to like literally say that you're going to be there and sign in ahead of time to be in the class, and you never knew who the trainer was going to be.
It was like a special like surprise.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. So it was pretty cool. Like, it was an experience.
That is pretty dope. That sounds
Yeah,
like a
dude, that's
fantasy UFC camp of sorts.
Yeah.
Problem
And in
is, I don't want to
Vegas.
get hurt. Yeah, I don't want to get hurt though. So I want to meet all these people he's
yeah.
talking about, but I don't want to.
It wasn't really like you're going in there fighting.
You didn't
It was
spar or
just
Oh,
nothing with
really?
them?
Wasn't like that?
Yeah.
Wait, what kind of UFC gym is this? I thought you were going in there to beat people up.
It's a gym.
Oh, it's just
a
like
gym.
it was just an
Yeah,
exercise
it's a workout
gym?
gym. Yeah.
Oh, that's
crazy. Yeah, okay.
Now they got the gyms all over the place. There's a bunch of them in LA. There's a bunch of them in Vegas. There's like 2 or 3, maybe. I think there's 3 of them in Vegas. But I know there's
these are all exercise gyms that you're telling us about.
and then they do have rings.
So you could actually go in the ring and spar with somebody or kind of work out or whatever. Okay.
Over here in Pittsburgh, I gotta assume you guys have them in Bakersfield. They have a bunch of those gyms for fighters here. Like so you can join the gym and fight. And one of my customers used to run one of those gyms. So in real life, Wild One, I own 2 vape shops out here in Pittsburgh, and one of my customers, he would always tell me, "Oh, come on, come down. You could roll. You could spar. Blah blah blah." He's like, "I won't charge you." He trying to always. His name was Mark, real nice guy. In fact, I saw him not that long ago. But neither here nor there. So I started thinking about it, and there was this dude that he was kind of like pressing up on me. I'm like, man, maybe I should practice fighting because I haven't been in a fight since I was real young. So I'm like, all right, well, maybe I'll join the gym. Then I went to go to the closet, and I was going to grab the broom in the closet, but the closet in my old shop had this weird header that you never knew was there. You always forgot was there, and I smacked it as hard as I could, and I was like, yeah, nah, man, I can't have that repeatedly happen to me. Like, I'm not doing that on purpose. Like, that was
that's enough. That's enough.
Yeah, that was. I mean, like, because it was like a 10-minute stinger. I was so angry. I was like, oh no, I couldn't. Like, that was one. You know what I mean? And it wasn't that hard.
Yeah.
It was like just me just going like that. I'm like, no, because whoever's doing it's really wanting to make it worse.
Yeah, they're gonna hit you more than once.
Yeah, when you're 46 at the time, I'm 49 now, but when you're 46, I'm like, nah, dude.
It sounds like it hurts too much.
No, like I could probably go like Biden, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and all of a sudden I'm not talking right and stuff like that.
That's true too.
You know what I mean? Like, think about it, bro. Somebody hits you in the coconut that hard at our age, I'm telling you, that's some brain damage that your kids aren't going to get back from.
Bob Saget, bro, he bumped his head, didn't wake up. You know what I'm saying? I think about
Yeah.
stuff like that too. That's crazy.
Man.
Yeah. But we
Rest
should.
in
Hey, can we
peace.
rewind? Because the
let's
Vegas
get into
thing
the
is dope.
story. Yeah, let's get into the story.
But I want to talk about the DJ stuff too.
Exactly.
And Bakersfield and the early days, and you coming up, and you're connected like with you said you know Draft, but not that like just last few years.
No. Yeah,
But-
we've been friends for quite a few years. Not as long as most. I mean, but me and him,
Drask is
got,
old.
We got real close. Hey, and I
I'm just kidding.
got a bone to pick with Mike in the promo.
Oh, yeah.
You made me sound like I was a lot older than what I am.
Adley feeds me this information while
well, I said
and then I
he's
just
got
say
Yeah.
it.
He's
Like,
got a gray beard and grown children. I don't know.
Hey, I'm actually not that old.
Listen,
I just got a
Adley.
lot of
Wild
gray
one
hair.
is 26, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Holy cow, crystal
Yeah,
meth.
yeah,
Oh,
right,
wow.
It's Bakersfield.
Yeah.
You know.
All
All right, come on, let's get to real now. So, how do we start? How'd you start your journey? Like, so when did you start DJ?
Oh man, so my dad was a DJ.
Man, that is
And,
so
So
dope.
cool.
That you know what? There's a
Yeah.
lot of family DJ stories in your town, but go ahead.
Yeah, my dad was a DJ, and he started around the time when I was born, maybe a year or two before, and he's always been into music. And then while I was growing up, it was more of a thing where like my mom and would bring me with him, and we'd go to the gigs. And I was telling Adelaide before, like I would not go to sleep at the parties unless my mom would literally put me on top of the speaker, and I would fall asleep to the vibration of the music.
Is this like
Oh,
when
that's
you were a
dope.
baby, or when you were like
Yeah.
like when you were a baby?
Baby.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, that is
Right,
dope.
put you on one of the Vega Sherwin Vega
She
bass bins.
put me on the speaker, or I'd be there listening to the music, and I'm out.
So what
that's
kind of
crazy.
music did your dad play?
Oh, it was back in the day. It was old school, and
Like
and
funk and
like the old
disco, or
Like
funk,
Zap
disco,
Roger
I got it.
kind of
Oh
stuff.
yeah, I grew up on all that stuff.
Oh
Yeah.
man, you grew up on the good.
That's a great
That's
I
way.
did.
nice.
And
Wow.
what's crazy is that like I'm what, Mike, I'm 38, so I'm not that old.
Youngin.
Um,
I
so like,
Wow,
grown.
so
I'm in Pittsburgh,
it-
Pennsylvania. You have a Bakersfield DJ crony who feeds me
Yeah.
information about whoever's on the next
no, you're
episode.
good. I was just busting your balls, man. But yeah, so it was. I listened to a lot of that growing up, and it stuck. I mean, I still like to this day. Like I'll still play that music. I'll find new ways to mix like the old with the new, or I'll find new remixes of the old so that I
Yeah.
could still reach the crowd or the new crowd. And I mean, it's like one of those things where like it'll never go away. The
Did
old
your
school.
did your dad like Bootsy and Parliament and stuff?
Oh yeah, he played all that stuff. I mean, he
What was he
played.
rocking though? Was he because they didn't? Were they?
Yeah, I
Was he
know what kind of
mixing,
turntable. What
like
are we
beat
doing here?
mixing
Yeah,
even at
how
that
do
point?
DJs
or-
work?
So
Yeah.
he did start off with turntables, and then he went to the CDs and it's cassettes and CDs, and then with the times, like everything was moving towards computer. So he had a desktop built to where he put all the music he ever bought over the years was all on CD vinyl, and he dubbed it all into the computer. And
Wow.
I meant to do that. I
and
never did.
now the now the hard drive that I carry, I have like 5 hard drives. I have backups. So all the hard drives I have all of the music my dad gave me from
Oh,
when
that
he
is
dubbed
sick.
everything. So now my son, he's able to use all of that stuff too. So it's like one of those things like
Wow.
my
You have the
sister's a
best
DJ
family
too.
ever, Wild
Yeah.
One.
That's
Me and
great.
Adley are really jealous right
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy because it was my dad, then me, my sister, and now my son. My mom loves music. But when it came to DJ, she left that all up to us. Like that was our thing.
Wow.
So yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
so you're gonna touch turntables a lot sooner than any DJ we've had on here. So how old were you when you first started getting on the turntables?
12.
12.
That's still pretty
12.
mature. Yeah, 12 is pretty mature. I don't want to say
No,
mature in the sense of
that was my first ever gig.
that was your gig. No, I'm talking about
Oh,
when did
okay, it's
you
getting
get to
familiar.
sneak on? Yeah, when did you sneak on, start becoming a bedroom DJ? Like when does this start evolving? Because for most people it evolves around 16. But for you, I would assume it was way sooner.
It was probably into my later teens. I would sit because we had a back room that was strictly for the computer, the music, and
What up, Gav?
what up, Gavin? So like we would go into that back room, and we would just talk music or play music, and it was one of those things that me and my dad shared one while I was growing up, and then I would just go back there and just play music and learn how to. And back then it was weird because I wasn't a mixer DJ. I was more like trying to be innovative with the music, trying to trying to put
Doing
music together.
Doing your
put music
Q-Bert
together.
impersonation.
Yeah, put music together that wasn't really going together. Like
Yeah.
And
Be
then
experimental.
now it's what's up,
What up,
Clever?
Clever?
So now it's like as I'm growing up and getting older, I'm doing gigs from. So my first gig, it was when I was 12. My mom and my dad had a prior engagement that night, and my dad had already booked a party. Well, my dad had said,
He
you know,
double
hey,
booked.
yeah. So my dad told me, he's like, "You're ready." He's like, "I'm gonna go and take you. You're gonna set up the equipment by yourself, and I'm gonna go with your mom to her high school reunion."
Now, what about? Hold on, is this vinyl?
No, I had a turntable, a CD player, and a cassette player.
Okay.
So
At 12.
What year is
was
this?
Oh man, I'm 38, so shoot. I don't know. You do the math. There's my mom. Hi, Mom.
Hey, Miss Cruz.
So it was one of those things where, when I was setting everything up, and I'm thinking, I'm like, I'm 12 years old. He's really gonna leave me, and he left me.
Did you rock that party though?
Oh my God, I killed it.
Good
And
for you.
Good.
It's still to this day. I have friends that we're still all friends with the people that we played for, that I played for that night, and they still tell me, "Dude, do you remember when you were 12 and you played that party?" And I was like, "Yeah, I remember. It was a backyard boogie," and I remember that night when my dad and my mom came back. The guy that was throwing the
Wait,
party.
hold on. Stop. You in the middle of your sentence said something that I realized, because you're telling us about this, and I'm thinking it's like a quinceañera or like some sort of planned event. You're saying this is a jammy jam, dude? Just a flyer party? Your dad left a 12-year-old?
Not a flyer, flyer party. It was a birthday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yeah. No, he wasn't gonna leave me that.
I was like, oh my gosh, is your dad a criminal? Like, what's going on?
No, so he left me there, and when they came back, I remember my dad telling me that they told my dad, "Hey, leave him alone. He is doing phenomenal. Don't mess with him. Don't even."
Nice.
So my mom and dad sat at the back of the yard.
So you couldn't even see
and I didn't even know they were there.
No, that's nice. Yeah, that's smart of them.
Did your parents know about child labor laws at that point?
For real, huh?
Child
They're
labor
like,
laws, bro. They're taking them
here's
to a
your cut.
flyer party with gangbangers, apparently, and they're just leaving them there.
So it's crazy. I thought I was the richest kid in the world. My dad paid me $40 for that gig.
40 beans.
He kept the other 260.
Yeah, probably more.
Oh, dude, that's funny. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So yeah, they left me. What's up, Pi?
You're getting a lot of really nice comments here. Wow, when everybody's saying nice things.
Nice.
And a lot of my really good friends and family, man, they know our family is real well known in Bakersfield. So
everyone's saying nice things except for old Mike here. I was calling you the old man, but that wasn't my fault. I swear, man.
Hey, now I know the truth. I'm gonna get on Adelaide.
38. That's all I said. I don't know. He's got a gray beard and grown kids.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that is what he said. I'm not gonna.
That was the first gig.
He said he's old school, and so I was like, "What do you mean old school?" He goes, "Well, he's got a gray beard and grown kids." I was like, "You think he's our age?" He's like, "Yeah, probably." So that's how come I did it, because like we're old, you know what I mean? But we're Asian, so we're gonna look young for the rest of our lives. It's our curse, blessing and curse. All right, come on. So now you're 12 years old. So now you start like bedroom DJing in high school. Is that what I'm understanding?
So in high school, I'd play like high school parties and stuff like that. Did the whole high school thing, and then when I got out of high school, I started doing well. Out of high school, I went into the military, and I went to Oklahoma. That's where I was stationed. And
thank you for your service.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Adlai usually says that, but
I did yesterday.
So I would go. You know how the DJ is everywhere we go. Like when we're somewhere else that nobody knows us. Hey man, can I get on?
Yeah.
And so I'm in a place
Yeah.
where nobody knows me, and I'm using somebody else's computer, everything. And you go to Oklahoma, you just got to kill it. And I'm in the clubs. I'm not even supposed to be in the clubs. I'm only 18 years old. DJing these parties, and the owner's like, "Hey, come back in a week, and we'll have you play again." And I was like, "Well, I don't have equipment here, so if you guys have the equipment here, I'll do it." They're like, "Set,
We'll
like
figure it out.
we'll leave. We'll make sure that the DJ brings the stuff and has it here for you." So I'd play a couple gigs.
What city were you in Oklahoma?
Lawton.
I never heard of that a day in my life.
Also a small town.
Yes, a very small town. It's a military town. Predominantly Mexican and blacks.
Okay.
It's not a. It wasn't. It was the military. It's more Mexican and black than anything. But when it wasn't really a lot of the only white people that were there were the officers, the high ranking. The high ranking individuals.
I thought you were gonna say the only white people you saw there were the police and Jesus. You know, if you saw either of them, you were in trouble.
That too. But yeah, Lawton, Oklahoma is a really small town.
What was the name of the club? Or one of the clubs?
I couldn't even tell you.
It was a while back.
It was there was one. It was funny because it was actually a country club. It was like they played nothing but
like
country
they play
music.
golf.
Like country music.
I thought you were saying you were
country.
playing
like a fancy country club.
I thought you were talking about
No.
a golf country club. I'm like, you're playing hip hop at a country club.
Country
music.
Club. I got you.
Like
wow.
like honky tonk. Like I got my boots on.
Yeah, but was it? Did they have like one hip hop night, and that was the night you spun?
No, I went in there and I made it hip hop night.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you learned how to play them records.
No, I literally played hip hop and old school, and I had people dancing.
What was your setup? What was your setup you were using?
It was okay. So it was 1200s, and one of the guys had he had another setup. So it was like there was two setups, and it was like the desktop with the music already put into it.
Okay.
And
so Serato's already a thing at this point.
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
So it wasn't the setups that you're thinking. It's like one of those where
it had the media player.
It's kind of like that, but it had the two sides like Serato, and it was one of those where you had to click the song, drag it over, and play it on one side, and then you had to click and drag the other song, and you had to time it to play on the other side to kind of mix it.
There was no pitch.
What are you using the 1200s for then?
Well, the 1200s there was records, so there was.
Records so you use records and this weird. Okay, I got you.
There was a bigger library in the computer, so that's
that makes sense.
Did you have Wi-Fi with LimeWire so you could download tracks on the fly?
Napster.
Yeah. Fair share.
Without the viruses.
We never use any of those services, American government, FBI. We've never used those services. You heard the story.
No infringement at all.
Yeah, my mom and dad still to this day, they're still mad about me using those
bootleg.
What about the artists? Yeah, they're not getting paid.
LimeWire and Napster ruined a bunch of computers that I had.
Oh no, they weren't mad about the artists. They were mad about the computers getting ruined.
You're looking, Mijo. You're looking at dirty movies online. I know it. No, it's LimeWire. I swear.
That's exactly what they thought. I was over here trying to download Rob Bass or something like that. LL Cool J, and there goes the viruses.
So, why do you like old school hip hop so much, Wild One?
Oh man,
because you're not our generation. That's the thing, like most people our generation, and a lot of guys in your city, like they go deep in the old. You know what I mean? But like you're a young guy for old school hip hop. What's the deal?
What's up, James? Man, so I think for me it was I'm when I listen to music, it's more of a beat thing for me. It's not that I don't go by lyrics. I mean, everybody always tries to down a song because of the lyrics or this or that, and I've always been something where I would always listen to a beat if I like the beat and I could do something with that beat and I could mix that beat, I could manipulate that beat, I could I could really change it, and that's what always grabbed me. And with
You bring up a good point because think about this. Like, for example, Egyptian Lover.
Yeah.
oh man,
And it's 8 minutes of that. And like,
the 808 King.
yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, so that's interesting too because I was DJing in the late 80s, early 90s, and freestyle and that kind of bass stuff was there. And it was about the music, the club, maybe the cocaine. But but it was a lot, it was that time. You were just at the club, you know what I'm saying? You just partied and you just danced and you didn't really, well, it wasn't a mullet, but whatever it was called, it was long in the back, and you're trying to talk to chicks and stuff too. But the lyrical stuff didn't come in out well. Run DMC obviously was 80s, but they're more lyrics.
you gotta understand back then there was, if you listen to the songs now, you will hear a lot of controversy in the songs from back then that nobody really understood or nobody really heard. So like there's a lot of songs from back then that were like really bad. Like they were before their time. And,
Okay.
and
What do you mean? Wow, when you're talking
What's an
cryptic
example?
here, give us an example and explain why it's.
I mean, so there's a lot of songs, but like if you were to listen to a song from back then, I just heard one the other day. It was weird because I hadn't heard the song in a long time, and I was listening to it, and like sometimes I do listen to.
Just tell us the name of the song.
Yeah, give me the
No,
artist.
I honestly I couldn't tell you.
I can't think of it at the moment. Okay. I'm trying to think.
But there's songs that you listen to them like, God, what's this guy talking? What's this guy talking about? Or like how white lines.
Talking about
White
cocaine.
lines. Yeah. So like stuff like that. Really, like back then I wasn't really listening to the lyrics. I was listening to the beat.
Oh, so now that you're older, you're listening to lyrics.
Like,
I start hearing stuff in songs, and I'm like, oh damn,
dude, that's another good point too. Because when I'm on the radio and I got to introduce stuff like sexual harassment's the name of the group, and you're just kind of like, here's that song, because I don't want to say the title. What's the one from the Vapors, Mike?
The Vapors,
Turning Japanese. I think Japanese. I really think so. And I'm just
are you talking about? So, are we saying like songs were racist back in the 80s? Like,
no,
I think it's just more open,
racist.
or just just crazier.
Like people back then they really didn't care. Like it was,
I feel like racism took a break in the 80s and 90s, and then they felt like they could sell it in the early 2000s. It didn't sell very well. Then 2010, they doubled down on it. In 2020, they're like, everything's racist, man. No matter what happens, that's racist. You say anything. I'm pretty sure them songs back then, though, boy, I'm surprised that all those songs have not gotten attacked by the white liberals, to be totally honest with you guys.
Well, it wasn't
interesting.
It wasn't until around the time where actual hip hop with NWA and all that started, and then everybody wanted to go after them because they were more vocal with F the police and all that. So like, I mean, it was like before that, nobody really cared. It was just a song. Yeah. And now it like people listen to music and it's like, well, damn, like now we gotta go after them because they're saying this in their song or this in their song. I don't really care what they say in their song as long as the beat is on point. Like if the beat, if I could mix that song into something else, I don't care what you're talking about in the song.
So the beat was on point, and it was just talking about having explosive diarrhea. Like the whole song was about explosive diarrhea.
Hey, if I have a song that can mix into it, I'll do it.
All right. Well, we got two guests on tonight. I don't know if Chaos is done with his chicken fingers yet, but we got our second guest that we want to talk about because we got a very proud father and wild one to introduce us to the next generation of hip hop. You want to bring this young man on, Adley?
I hope he's on right now.
There he comes.
So
I see him.
I see him. Yeah.
There you go.
And go ahead,
Go
Wild
for
One.
it.
You introduce him.
No, you go for it.
You want me to?
man.
All right, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, this is multi-generational. This is DJ Wild One's kid tearing it up on the turntables. DJ Chaos.
DJ
Getting
Chaos.
down.
What's cracking,
Hello.
man?
What's up? What's up?
Chris says Brass Monkey, the Funky Monkey.
That was a great song. That was a great
What's up,
song.
Chris?
Hey, I've had
Speaking
that
old
drink
school.
before.
I've never had that drink, but I love that song.
Yeah, there's a remix, Monkey Pox. That
Oh,
funky
yeah.
monkey. So be careful.
Monkey
Be
Pox.
careful.
Put it in the corner, put it in the cup, went over to the girl. Yo, baby,
Baby,
what's up?
All right. But DJ Chaos, let's talk about this guy. Chaos, man. First and foremost. Okay, how old are you?
I'm 16.
16.
Hey, man, you look 10.
Officially the youngest guest we've ever had on the Chino Brothers.
Hey, quit breathing so hard in the mic.
Yeah.
You know what?
This
Chaos.
ain't your Discord, bro.
When me and Adley were like in our, me and Adley were in our early 30s, I think, or no, late 20s.
That's Dos Muchos, by the way, guys.
We what up,
Oh,
muchos?
what's up, muchos?
Tres leches. When me and Adley were in our late 20s. Hold on, am I dying? Am I doing this? Is that me?
I don't know.
That pop,
Yep.
pop, pop. Okay, cool. Sorry. We
Grandma.
hired a kid your age on the radio.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Remember that, Adley?
That's
Oh.
right.
Wow, when you would not wanted us to have your son doing what this kid was doing. I promise you that.
Hey, I could only imagine.
It was not appropriate for a 16-year-old. I thought he was 17. Not that that made it any better, but
1 year difference.
I know. So Chaos, man, your dad tells us that you're part of a special club at school. You want to talk to us about it?
Oh yeah. Well, I go to Ridgeview High School. I'm part of. Well, as you see on my shirt, I'm part of the DJ club. I'm the
Wolfpack.
I'm also the president of the club.
That's pretty dope,
And-
bro.
DJ P. Fresh went to Ridgeview, by the way.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
telling me before I got into the club that there were DJs before me that were my age. They all graduated though, and they're on with their lives.
Yeah.
And there's not really many of us in that club because no one really knows what.
What's the membership? How many people you got in there?
There's probably like only like 10 of us max.
That's not bad.
That's pretty decent.
Pretty good.
And do
Pretty good.
you guys just mess around on turntables the whole time, or how does this
Yeah,
work?
so we have about two decks of not turntables, but they're the motorized turntables, the smaller ones.
You got the Rain ones, right?
Yeah, we have
Built-in controllers.
yeah,
with
they
full
actually
turntables, yeah.
they bought me the Rain one.
So
I asked
nice, dude.
for it, and they actually bought.
Your
it.
dad
I
was going to
forgot.
give you the cassette deck he used back in the day, so you mix on that. And I was like, I don't know if that's going to
Hey.
work,
Hey, I wish I still had a cassette deck. Man,
bro. The Rain ones, though, that's nice.
Yeah,
Huh?
those are
Yeah.
nice.
It was either that or the newest Pioneer Rev
Yeah.
7.
Now, is there a
Okay,
grown up in charge of all of this? DJ
Yes,
club?
yeah, my dad knows him. His name is I call him Mr. Romero. Don't quite know his first name because I don't ask that.
Respect,
But-
I get it.
Is Mr.
but-
Romero a DJ Wild One?
I believe he was in a band,
Oh,
and well, he DJs, but he was in a band, and I know a couple of the guys from the band. DJ Quiz, there's Nerd, and there's like two other guys, but it was funny because my son comes home and he was like, "Oh, Mr. Romero knows you," and I'm like, "Mr. Who?" Like I had to look him up. I looked him up. I was like, "Man, I know that guy." I was like, "Yeah, he's helping me organize the DJ club," and I was like, "What? You got a DJ club? That's cool." I was
That's
like,
so
"Oh
cool.
man." I was like, "This is dope." So I was
That
like,
is
"You know
the
what?"
illest.
I was like, "You're gonna stick into it," and they have him DJing all the events at the school. So like, what's crazy is that I wish I was able to do what he was doing at his high
everyone
school.
wishes that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
so at lunch, he's out in the quad.
That's so dope.
DJing for the kids.
I did that in
lunchtime.
college, Chaos.
Oh well, I hope I do that. I hope I do that pretty soon when I
Dude,
go
I
to
did
college.
that back at Fountain Valley High School. We had, but with vinyl.
You
and your
did that,
records would
Adley? You had
yeah,
that
your
too?
records would warp.
They warp.
And you'd be
Yeah.
so mad. You'd be like,
Yeah.
dude, the sun, we
You
forgot
have to
about
get,
that.
you have to get
Like,
the tent. But
get
even
like a
with the
cover
tent, if
for
it's
it.
too hot, it'll still warp.
Oh yeah.
But these kids don't have to, he probably don't even know nothing about no vinyl. He ain't got nothing to worry about.
You
It's
got
gonna be
your
fine.
dad's vinyl?
Yeah, I've actually. Well, he doesn't know. I've actually tried to. He has a little spare needle that he hid under this box.
So,
I try to use the vinyl. I took out a record.
Mario, what's up, buddy?
I took out a record from his
Like
record box,
1039.
and I try
What's up,
to
Roberto?
see if it'll play. It didn't play, obviously, because I don't know how to use the
Because the
vinyl.
actual needle wasn't on there?
But you can
No,
you can hear it. You can hear
have
the
to-
music.
There's a switch in the back of the mixer that you have to.
Oh, you didn't turn the mixer on.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
From phono to whatever.
Yeah.
Or something,
Yeah.
whatever. Oh,
So, yeah,
dang,
he
dude.
don't know how to do that yet.
Yeah.
I don't have he knows how to use Serato, and I mean it's literally it's the same as vinyl, but with vinyl,
But
like,
it's not.
It's different. Yeah,
But
with
and
vinyl,
nowadays
it's
you
different.
want to take care of your vinyl. Back then you did too,
Yeah.
obviously. But nowadays
Not
you're like, you
really.
know what? If I don't want to, I hate
I
because
have-
people would pop on like, let me get
Yep.
on, bro, with
No.
vinyl.
No,
and you're
thank
like,
you. No.
better
No.
not scratch
And
my record,
I
bro.
have a lot of my dad's vinyl too.
Nah, I wouldn't even touch that. That would go in a crate, and it would be.
Save
Hey,
it.
Miguel, where is it at?
It's literally under the table where the turntable's on
It
top of.
stays there in the crate.
Yeah.
It don't go nowhere.
Yep. I mean, I would own a safe for that if I were you, Wow. When you know them hillbillies always buy them giant gun safes. You need one specific.
Hey, I guess I gotta hide it from him. He's over there taking my needles.
I know, man. Look at it. Just like that's worse than sneaking cigarettes, Chaos. Come on now.
Oh, never
Yeah,
that. I
that's
would
what-
never sneak no cigarettes. But yeah, as I was saying, so yeah, I met his friend Romero, and they actually, so they bought me the Rain one. First, I was using a Newmark NS7. That's what they
Okay.
originally had. So I actually tried to get in touch, like who it was, and the vice principal, the dean, the assistant dean there, it's her husband's. She donated it to the school when they started
Wow.
it.
Cool.
Are those old? Because I'm not familiar with that one.
NS7,
familiar
yeah,
with Newmark,
and
but-
NS7.
NS7's maybe like I'd say about like 6-7 years old, maybe.
Oh, but you can still
But they've-
scratch
they've
and
got-
stuff on them.
they've got
Okay,
two
okay.
different versions of it. They got an NS7. I think
That's
it's
the
1
deck
and
that-
2.
That's the deck that who had it? Somebody had it on the show, Adley, and they showed it to us. I'm trying to remember who it was. It was I think it was Doc. It was either
Doc
Doc.
had
It
one?
was either Doc or it was Jules. But one of the two of
okay.
them held it up like that, and I was like, "Oh, that's sick!" And like, yeah, it's a little old, blah blah blah. But
Giraffe got one
Okay,
too.
interesting. Okay.
But
okay.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
now it's literally it's on display now. It does not work no more.
all right, hold on a
Yeah.
second. So, because I'm super curious. We have 3 generations of DJs here. You know what I mean? So it's really interesting to me. First question I have, did your father pass away while one or is he still around?
No. He's
Oh, he's
still
Okay,
still
so
alive.
have you
We got him
Chaos?
on,
Have
too.
you ever DJ with your tata before or no?
No.
What is going on here?
Gotta get
This
that.
is
Gotta
the-
make that
yeah,
happen.
Hey, he's retired. Like,
No,
he's
there ain't
not-
no such thing as retired if your
out of
grandson
retirement.
is DJing.
He comes
Yeah.
and watches me during
No,
whenever I
hey,
play.
hey, whenever we call him and tell him that he's DJing, he's there.
No, I know
He
he's
does come through.
there, but
That's cool.
I want to see. This is my daydream, like the Jackson 5 type of thing. 3 decks right there. The old man's on straight vinyl. You're on the CD decks, and then he's on Serato, and then like
Hey,
some
it's
invisible scratch pickles type stuff. That's my
it's
daydream. I'm
not
just gonna be watching.
it's not only us though. It's my I have a sister that DJs.
Oh, she's gonna be there too.
What?
Then we gotta have a 4th deck. Now we
Yeah.
gotta come up with a name for your crew. What's the name of the crew, Adley?
I don't know. We'll have to think of something, but yeah, the Jackson 5 in that vein kind of sounds cool.
Yeah, man.
Something like that.
And Chaos is like Michael Jackson, right? Because he's young and
Cruise
cute.
4.
He'll come out like all the young ladies be screaming for him and stuff. Now that also makes me wonder. Is DJing still cool? Even I don't even know. What do you say, Chaos?
Yeah, DJing is still cool to me. I like it. I like it
That's
a lot.
not the answer I'm asking. I'm asking.
You got
Oh,
some-
whoa.
You got some groupies?
Yeah.
I mean, followers?
Oh yeah. So
You do. You got
Yes,
some followers.
like-
Okay.
Are you saying as in people that want to do it as well?
Or just come to watch
Do
you.
pretty girls.
Oh,
think
yeah.
It's neat that you play records in front of them. Is
Well,
what
I mean,
Adley's
I
asking.
mean, I have the whole school for me.
Oh,
Now,
really?
Can you get them bumping? Can you get?
Oh, yeah.
Can you turn that party out or no?
Oh yeah, I DJ'd my formal and my prom.
Bro, I want to
my
see. You know what?
gosh,
You know what?
dude.
I want to see is
Wow.
you DJing
Props,
lunchtime
bro.
and getting them
Yeah.
popping like that. That's
Hey,
a TikTok right there.
You
Yeah.
go to my TikTok. All the
Oh, it's
videos
all
are
popping
there.
like that.
It's
Okay,
all
cool.
in
All
there.
right,
He
cool.
has all the
It's on a
Nice,
popping.
dude.
We'll start following each other. You guys follow us at the Chino Brothers. We'll follow. What's your TikTok, Wildwin?
It's at DJ Wild and then the number 1.
Okay, I got you. We'll follow you. We'll be
Okay,
on you.
okay.
Wildwin. Ours
Very
are all
cool.
making fun of the government though. So if you're sensitive to that, don't watch it. But anyways, yeah, man.
But
I mean,
yeah,
go ahead,
what
man.
when you got into DJing though, was it kind of like you were into the music? You were into the
It started
scratching?
with the music.
Okay,
It all
okay.
started with the music. He started playing a lot of old school around me.
Like some
So
Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg
yeah,
type stuff. Okay,
Well,
okay.
the first song I ever heard like that was actually old school was Zapp and Roger, More Bounce to the Ounce.
Ooh,
That is a dope
okay.
old school jam
There you
to
go.
hear for the first old
And
school jam.
I remember in the car he gave me his phone. I was allowed to play a song. That was the first song I played.
Nice. Okay.
I
okay.
like the
Wild
beat
One.
to it. That's why
I see a tear coming out of Wild One's eye right now. Just like,
More
that's my
bounce
son.
to
That's
the
him.
ounce. More bounce, bounce.
And
more
before I
bounce.
started actually
to the
taking
ounce.
out his turntables were hidden deep into the garage. I couldn't even go back out there and pick them up. They were so heavy.
The
Right above
turntables.
the
Oh, they're in the cases and everything.
They're-
too,
they
and-
were-
They're
They're in the
way back in
cases.
the garage, right on top of these VHS tapes that we're not going to talk about. I don't know what was on there, but
So
What are these
one day
magazines?
one day I actually pulled it all. I actually got to pull it all the way out of the garage. Finally,
the whole
after so
setup
long.
and everything.
Yeah, everything. The whole thing. I actually got to put it onto the table and plug it in, and I actually tried to start doing everything.
And these were
Yeah.
vinyl turntables.
These are
too, like
these are
1200s.
the 1200.
oh, I get it. And so that's how come when you set it up, you couldn't hear the music. Is this how this turns out that you didn't flip the switch in the back of the mixer?
No,
It's
this
okay.
was
Oh,
this
okay.
was a little more like he had the computer at that time still.
I had
Okay.
Serato at the time.
Okay.
So I was
This
okay.
is what's up, cuz? Redeem.
What up, Redeem?
What up, redeemed?
So there was, it was a time where after the whole military thing, I came back home and then I started DJing the clubs. So I was DJing literally every club you could think of in Bakersfield, from all the lounges to the hookah lounges to the actual clubs, Replay. I DJed maybe like once or twice it was like Cabana Palms at the
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
So
Hold
like I
on, real
did-
quick, Wild One. Hookah Lounge DJ is Hookah Lounge DJ the hippest DJ, Adley? What do you say?
I think the hookah lounges were more the 18 and over spots.
It was the younger. It was the younger.
But
Yeah.
nobody's
crowd, so,
dancing,
yeah.
right? That's ambiance music.
Oh
you're
no,
playing,
no,
right?
they're dancing.
Oh, you got
Oh,
it
yeah,
cracking?
they get down.
Yes.
They get
Oh
down.
my
They're
gosh!
dancing.
There'd be
So
drama
I was-
though sometimes.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I DJ'd a lot with Jogo,
Okay.
Joseph Gomez.
Yeah.
Hookah lounges are way different in Pittsburgh or on the East Coast than they are on the West Coast because there ain't no dancing at a hookah lounge. It looks like you're in the East Coast. It looks like you're like in an Indian like place, and
Yeah,
everybody
it was-
passes around the shisha like that.
It was a bunch of young kids.
What was the one
Smoking
right there
hookah.
on Stockdale in California?
That was the one that I actually.
That was one you're
DJ'd
at?
That was.
It was by Flamin' Skewers.
Yeah, it was actually.
Club Flamin'
same
Skewers.
owner. It was the same owner.
But dude, it'd be packed, bro, and it was 18 and
Yes.
over, and it
You
was
guys-
kind of an
In
excuse to have a
Bakersfield,
club.
you guys will make anything into a club.
That's true.
It's like, hey, look, this is a
That is
bouncy
true.
house place. This would be a dope club. Hey, look, this is a dry cleaner, but at nighttime it could be a club. That's what-
Tonight it's Club Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys do that.
So the guy that owned the restaurant next door, he owned the hookah lounge. So
Oh.
whenever the restaurant would close, he'd go next door and he'd open up.
Go
the hookah
turn
lounge.
up at the hookah lounge.
And,
Yeah.
and yeah, so the DJs that were 21 and over, we would go to the VIP bar next door we'd go have a few drinks and then come back and then we'd start DJing. So
The
I mean, that
VIP,
was,
VIP, yeah.
yeah,
That was the name of the dive
VIP.
bar right next door, or not?
Is it
Not a
dive
couple doors
bar?
down. The VIP lounge is kind of divey.
Oh, really?
So
I've been
yeah,
there.
I would DJ all the clubs, and then that's how I had all the equipment. And then he knew I DJ'd. So one day he took it all out of and put it on the table and tried to do what Dad does, and that's where it all started. He listening to music with my dad, and then now listening to music with my son. That's, I mean, and my other two well, actually my other three boys, they're into music, but they've got their own
own
niche.
style of music. They're more
Their
into the
style,
newer
yeah.
persuasion right now.
Yeah.
They're into the garbage music, in other words.
Yeah, basically.
Never mind.
Thanks, Chris. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, Chaos. What's your going rate for a gig now? Up and coming. Yeah.
Shoot.
Don't
Honestly,
put it
don't
on
know.
tape. Nah, don't put that on tape,
No, but
Chaos. Don't do that, because here's why. Here's how pricing works, Chaos. You're young, so I'm gonna teach you this right now. If someone's cool, you can give them the hookup price. If you don't like someone, you can add as much as you feel like it to the hookup price, so you see their face wince. Once their face starts wincing, that's when you know you back up on the price a little bit. But if you put your number on tape, if you put your number on the internet, they'll be like, "Hey, I saw you on the Chino Brothers, man. You said you'd do it for this much." And you're like, "Man, I hate you. I don't want to do it for that."
Hey,
Dude,
now.
Oh, go ahead. Go
Right
wild
now,
one. Then I gotta say something.
Right now, he goes on the price that I say.
Yeah, that's even better. I
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, I
And
like
Chaos,
Yeah.
the correct response is, "What's your budget?"
Yeah, that's a
And
good
then they
Right
answer.
now
say,
is
"I don't know. I
right
got
now is
800
70.
bucks."
Right now is 70.
70,000
G's
70
a gig.
G's if you want chaos, and you got to call Diddy in New York, get it cleared first.
Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, because Mike and I were talking about that too. The early days was free beer and exposure.
But he's
'Cause there's
too
gonna
young
be
to have
100
any
people
beer.
there.
He's only 16 years old.
can't have free beer,
He don't
though.
know what
You're
beer
too young for
tastes
that.
like.
Yeah, what's funny is actually at the school they don't pay me money. They pay me in food.
Oh,
I
So
don't
they-
know, man.
School though.
That's
So
not
they go
bad,
they go
yeah.
outside of the school and they bring me like Raising Cane's.
Oh, they'll bring you Raising
McDonald's.
Canes?
Yeah, they
What a
bring me
PJ
little
wifey.
Really, I'll write them a list on
Speaking
what
of
I
Raising
want.
Canes, that's that lady right there that was just on. She's the official DJ for Raising Canes.
That was
But anyways.
weird. That timing was
Yeah,
crazy.
No.
Hey, Mike, that's our
Hmm.
That's
cousin.
crazy.
Oh, that's your cousin? Oh my
Aren't you your
gosh,
cousin?
your wifey's cousin she was talking about.
Huh? You might.
Oh,
you met,
dude,
mentioned
when
that
you were
yesterday,
talking
did.
about like how interconnected all the
Redeem-
DJs are in your family,
Yeah.
Redeem and
was
Wifey
the
are
one
our cousins.
did Redeem teach you how to DJ? Then Wawan? He taught one of her cousins.
My dad.
Oh, that's
Okay,
right. Yeah,
It's
that's
all my
right.
dad.
Yeah. Yeah, she told us about you guys when she was on the show. And I was like, oh my gosh, your whole family's DJs. Then when you were telling us your story, I'm like, man, that sounds like wifey's story, but I'm not trying to clown this guy's shine. And oh no, it's your cousin. Okay, cool.
It's crazy because she's best friends with my wife. They went to high school together.
Wow.
Oh, that's dope.
This is the most
crazy.
wonderful story
Yeah.
I've heard so far. This is the best onion we've ever peeled, Adlai. What say you?
Oh, this is great. And Chaos, let's get back to the food though, because I
Yeah,
felt like
yeah, let's get
you're
down
gonna
with this. Yeah, let's get
elaborate
down
on the
with this.
food.
But yeah, I basically just write a list down and they bring me whatever I asked for.
You ever double
Red
down
Lobster?
for one of your homeboys?
Oh, I ain't gonna go too big. Red Lobster, that's a little over the
Yeah,
price.
no,
limit.
don't listen to Adlai. Adlai doesn't know. Listen, if you want to
Those
get
biscuits,
screwed out
though.
of a deal, Adlai goes $2 too high. I always try to keep it right to the nickel. But do you ever hook up the homies or what, dude? You ever get an apple pie for one of your homies or no?
Oh yeah, because sometimes they'll actually be helping me. There'll be that one homie that actually stays there and helps me
Yeah.
pick up everything and take everything back into a closet,
He
a place
gets
where
a
everything
lot
goes.
of pizza. He
Pizza.
gets
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of pizza for it.
You get the high school cafeteria French bread pizza.
No, not
No.
even. No.
Oh, man.
He gets the
Outside.
real stuff.
go-
He didn't get
they
that
go
leather
and get him.
pizza.
They go and get him a me and Ed's pizza.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ridgeview be hooking it up, man.
What's me and Ed's?
Hey,
Pizza
Oh,
joint.
my
That's a
God.
pizza,
Pizza
bomb
place,
pizza
dude.
joint.
Is that one that you make
I
it
mean, no
when
doubt.
you're there or no?
No. Actually, me and Ed's is
Nah.
their vendor, so it's like it's the place they always get pizza
Hey,
from.
there was
Oh,
one day.
sweet.
There's one day he was in the car with me, and he was like, "Here, Dad." He gave me a card, and on the card it said "Me and Ed's free pizza,"
For life.
and he had a stack of them. And I'm like,
Yeah.
where did you get all these cards from? He was like, oh, they gave it to me so I could go and eat whenever I want. And I'm like,
Wow.
what the hell?
That's dope.
I was like, man, see, another thing I wish I had when I was in high school.
And I would just start bringing back everything. He would see me bring back cups, cards, and a whole bunch of other stuff that they would give me.
He brought me Wolfpack DJ shirts.
Oh, that's sick.
That is
wow.
dope.
Well,
I gotta buy one of those too, bro. You
I
selling
know. I
those?
was thinking about that. Wow. Well, here's the thing I'm going to tell you right now, and you can take it to heart or you cannot. Your son is much nicer and a much better student than you were at 16, so he deserves all this nice stuff, and you just stop hating on him for getting it.
Hey, I don't hate. I just let him live.
I mean, I'm telling you right now, Chaos is the most gentlemanly DJ we've spoken with, Adlai. Do you agree with me?
Oh yeah, by far the most manners. Talking about you, Redeemed. He's got the most. Chaos is dope, dude.
So I think actually the only time that he's ever gotten paid for DJing at the high school would probably be for the baseball team. He would do Ridgeview has a really good baseball team.
Yeah.
They, my other son plays on the varsity team.
Sweet.
So what he would do is he would play all their walk-up music.
Nice.
And stuff like that. So the coach agreed, hey, for the season I'll pay you $100, and
That's
it was
not
like
bad.
$10. It was like $10 a game.
Oh yeah, I took it. I took it. I didn't. I wasn't. I was not stingy about the money.
Did you scratch? Did you scratch on their intro
walk-up?
songs? Yeah, because that would be sick.
Oh yeah, no. I scratched there at literally all the songs that were there.
Oh man, I would have cut it all up, even if it was Ed Sheeran. I would have like.
Yeah. Oh, that is sick, dude. Oh, dang, dude.
Whatever.
Yeah, because one of the baseball coaches was actually my biology teacher.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
So literally even if he didn't pay me that day, he would literally give me an A for an assignment. So that was basically that was my ticket out right there.
You're not supposed to say
Should
that.
we edit that out?
Man,
I don't want to get anybody in trouble. I don't know.
If that's good, man.
Yeah, because he was so amazed that you did your homework and DJ.
So well, he gave you the A.
Hey, he struggled in that class for a while, but he got his grades up.
Good for you, Chaos. That's the best. Stay in school. Always do well in school. That's what I say. But speaking of baseball coaches, at West Covina High School, we used to have this baseball coach. His name was Coach LaSalette. But then one day he got hit in the beanbag with a baseball. And it was going like 70 miles an hour. And they had to take one of his plums out, dude. So we start calling him Coach Lost His Left. That's what we called him.
Coach Armstrong?
No, Coach Lost His Left.
Coach Uno?
Coach Armstrong.
Ooh, ouch. Oh my gosh. Hey, so Chaos, what do you think you're gonna do when you graduate high school?
Oh, I'm going straight to college.
College?
Yeah,
okay.
That's my goal. I'm going straight to college. I'm gonna find like a good music type of school. Like not exactly school, but classes I can take.
Yeah, me and Mike met at University of Arizona at the radio station.
At the college radio.
University of Arizona.
Adlai was a program director, and I'd gotten turned in for harassing this young lady who wasn't very attractive and said I was harassing her. So
I had to talk to him. I had to discipline him.
He was a station manager, and he came up to me and he said, and they called me Sketch back then. That was my radio name. He came up to me and said, hey, Sketch, I won't say the girl's name just in case, I'll say Francine. That wasn't her name. Sketch, Francine wanted me to talk to you. She said you made her feel uncomfortable. And I said, Adlai, look at Francine and look at me. Do you really think that's what's going on here? Do you really believe that that's the direction I would go? And he was like, yeah, I understand, but I had to talk to you. I'm like, all right, cool. And after that, we started DJing together. It was awesome. So Chaos, be the Adlai in the story, not the Mike in the story.
Yeah, so
yeah, don't creep out the girls.
I talked.
Not that you did. Alleged.
So I talked to him about college, and I told him, I was like, you know what? I was like, college is paid for already. The military's paying for their tuition, so
sweet.
It's kind of a no-brainer. I was like, we'll find you a good school where you could go do
UNLV.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm not going to send you to Vegas.
Yeah, don't do that, dude.
But
Don't do that. That's too
yeah,
wild.
so we'll find him a good school where he can go
University of
to,
Pittsburgh's fun, Chaos, and they have an FM signal for their college radio station.
There
Ooh,
you
that's
go.
nice.
Yeah,
That's
University
nice.
of Pittsburgh's the bomb, bro. I went there. I graduated from there. I love that school. Granted, it's a lot more competitive now than when I got in because they let dummies like me in back then. I was just there for graduation like a month ago. Everybody was Indian, bro. The whole school was Indian. I was like, man, am I in Dubai?
So is Ridgeview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
Okay.
lot of
Then you got a lot of smart kids in your school. Don't worry, keep up with all the rest of them. All right, keep up with all the kids in your school.
Just make them your best friends.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
Very true,
the whole damn school is my friend.
Work
Yeah.
because you're the DJ.
Yeah,
Hey.
so everyone knows me by heart.
Mike, do we do what's the Save Your Butt record you put on, or the last
that's a
jam of the
great
club?
one.
Do we do that
That's
before the
great.
news or after the news?
After.
Is
But-
it after the news?
Yeah, we usually do it at the end of the show.
Chaos, because we got.
Yeah, but
we're talking
I thought
NBA
you
stuff,
forgot about that game. When I brought it up when Redeemed was on. You're like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, you know
too.
this
Those are
game.
redeemed.
All right, you guys. We're gonna end the show with a little bit of entertainment news. DJ Chaos,
Yes.
you might be a little young to know who these people are we're about to talk about, but we're gonna make fun of them. You're more than welcome to jump in with us. But since you're the guest, you guys get to pick the story. So Adley, you want to give them a
Let's ask
select-
Chaos first. Do you want to go with Ghostface Killer, which you know is part of
Ooh.
Wu-Tang, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to that concert.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. Is that with Nas?
Yes.
Oh,
nice. Nice.
October.
I got it. Is there tickets left? Probably not, huh?
I don't know. I bought mine early, and me and my best friends, four other guys, were all going.
Oh, nice, dude. So that's one story we can talk about. Also, Snoop Dogg, and okay, I don't want to give you too much, but he has a new weed strain. I don't know if Dad will let us talk about that. How about, that one's kind of eerie too. Let's see. Hold on.
the other Snoop Dogg. I didn't know we were having a kid on the show.
Yeah, you know what?
Stories.
I'm not doing it. I won't do the other one for sure, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
the
well,
other
we can do
Snoop
this.
Dogg one.
This is another story we had. Let me refresh this because it kind of died out here. While that's coming up. Oh, we also have Mike Tyson, but that's kind of eerie too, huh?
That one's pretty dope,
But
actually.
it is a good story, though.
yeah.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, let's read the Mike Tyson
Mike.
stuff.
And there's also man disguised as old woman robs a bank.
Ooh, that's
Which
a
is not
pretty-
so much
that sounds pretty
entertainment.
good. That sounds pretty good.
And Netflix. Did we talk about this, Mike? The Netflix's new feature, so you don't have
No.
to keep stealing people's passwords. You can actually pay a fee. I'll let you pick
Oh,
though.
yeah,
Chaos, what do you think?
Honestly, don't know. That's up to you guys.
Chaos, you got
Wow.
Wild, you got something jumping out at you.
Let's go with Ghostface.
Okay,
Ghostface,
cool.
okay.
That's
We'll
the
go OG.
tamest one too. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a rated G story, and it's a
Yes,
Wu-Tang
yes.
Clan member.
very cool. So this is great.
Yeah.
30 years later, Ghostface Killer remains Staten Island's most beloved son. RZA says, quote, they always say Staten Island is the forgotten borough. Thanks to one of its favorite sons, Ghostface, it can't be forgotten.
Oh yeah, he's definitely one of my top lyricists. I actually during draft show last week I named him on one of my my top lyricists, him and Method Man.
Yeah.
Oh, we were
yeah,
asking
Ghostface.
who was on your top 5. Yeah,
Yes. I threw his name out there. He's still, I mean, he's one of my favorites and will forever be one of my favorites.
it's weird that he's from Staten Island though, because Staten Island is like a suburb. Staten Island looks like imagine like a gated community neighborhood in Bakersfield, like whatever that would be.
Yeah.
That's what Staten Island.
Kind of
looks like.
fancy.
I don't want to say fancy, but it's Orange County-ish, like
Okay. So a
suburban,
little
yeah.
bit more upper middle class.
Yeah, like you'll
rough
find a
around edges.
Chipotle there. You know what I
Huh.
mean?
Okay, that's cool, and that's cool to see that too. Because I mean, you think about these old school artists, and dude, when you think Wu-Tang, I mean, the first dudes that do come to mind for me are Method Man, Old Dirty Bastard, these other
The
dudes,
RZA,
and
the
you
Jizza.
yeah, and you kind of forget. I don't want to say forget about Ghostface, but he's not in the front.
His music, yeah,
Like
I
these
don't
other
know.
dudes,
His
you know what I'm
music
saying?
didn't really hit as hard as Method Man's. You know what I mean? Like Method, they seem to have more hits. What do you say,
Yeah.
Wild One, as a Ghostface fan? Explain to us.
So, like now that he's still putting out music. So I mean, Ghostface
Yeah.
is Ghostface is still in the light. I mean, he's like dwindling away like a couple of the other rappers, but I mean that are on Wu-Tang. But Ghostface will he's gonna continue to put out music. Him, Raekwon's still putting out music. Method Man still just he just released an album maybe about a month ago. I don't know if you guys have heard it. There's a couple good songs on there by Method Man.
Okay.
I mean,
Now we always have this. Wow, when we always have this debate on this show, Adlai says that the RZA is culturally appropriating Asian culture. What say you, sir?
Nah, it's to each his own. It's one of
Chaos?
those things that
What do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think RZA is culturally appropriating Asian culture?
Nah.
You don't think so? He goes around with that funny Chinese hat.
Where's
He's
the
always-
shit?
he's
Oh,
always
maybe
trying to
then,
pretend he's a
maybe.
kung fu artist. He thinks
I think
he's
it's-
a Buddhist.
Could
Go
be
ahead.
coming from like a tribute though, too, right? Because he
Oh, with
respects
some
all that
respect.
stuff
With
and those
some
old kung
respect
fu
for
movies
well,
influenced
if you-
early
have you-
Wu-Tang and probably Wu-Tang
have you
even
watched
now.
the show? Have you watched the show yet?
I
Which
watched
show?
a couple. I watched a couple episodes. I think.
Which
Was that on
show?
Hulu?
Yes.
Are
gotta
you
watch
talking about the
the-
documentary thingamajig? Is that what you mean?
No, it's not
Yeah.
a documentary. Well, it's not really documentary.
It's a story based on.
based on
Right.
how they grew
Maybe I
up.
haven't watched
and
it.
how they all met.
Yeah,
So like
Maybe I haven't.
I didn't
Okay.
watch it.
But like if you watch it, that was one of the things that they would do. Him and Ghostface, I believe, would. I think they're brother-in-laws.
Okay,
they're,
there's some kind of relationship there.
Like he's married to RZA's sister, or was
Okay.
married to RZA's sister, or something like that. But they would sit in the living room with his little brothers, and they would watch kung fu movies, and then they would all talk about him, and that's how that all started. So they would put that into their music, and that's why there's a lot more Asian culture in a lot of their music than normal.
Okay.
You know, like, and then they all had superhero names.
Ah, okay.
So they
That's
seen
pretty dope.
themselves as something different, you know.
You know, I always told Adlai, superheroes and DJs have this in common. We get to go by a name that wasn't already our name, and we'll never get shot at. We never get shot. No one shoots the DJ. Remember that, Chaos. Remember that for the rest of your life. No one shoots the DJ. You'll be all right.
Oh, yeah,
except for Drask.
I
He
know,
gets shot
huh?
with
When
it.
Dress
He
said
got
he
shot.
got
That's
one,
right, he
yeah,
got
when he
shot.
said he caught one last week, I was like, what? And then he kept playing the party. I was like, no way.
Oh no! I look down. My friend's all like, "Dude, you're bleeding."
I was like, oh, wow,
what?
that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. All right, well, let's keep going. Well, I'm like, you still played? He's just like, yeah, dude. What are you talking about? Of course I
That's
did.
dedication, man.
That's
Woo.
insane. Do not do that, Chaos. If you see gunplay, run the other way. Does everybody agree with me?
1,000%.
Yeah.
Grab
no reason to be
the
hard.
grab the Rev 1 and run.
I'm gonna be
That's
the
right.
one to grab all the equipment before.
Grab some equipment. Grab what
I
you
don't know,
can.
bro. This became the argument last week.
Hey,
That's how
leave the
Drask
equipment.
yeah. Wild One's on my side. Drask caught one in the leg because he wanted his equipment. I was like, you can go
Hey.
back for your equipment.
The equipment could be replaced. You can.
Exactly. It ain't that expensive, bro. Trust me. It ain't that expensive. And it's always good for a young man to get a part-time job. So don't worry. You can replace it that way.
There you go.
But yeah, man, if there's ever gunplay, Chaos, you get out of that party. I promise you that's first. And second, you don't need to see what's going on, bro. Every fight looks exactly like the last one, and you don't need to see any of them. The only place
stay
that
in
it
the
needs to
clear.
be is in the back of your head while you're getting in the car and getting the heck out of that party. That's the
Well,
best advice I could give a young man, especially if you're going to start spinning records at parties and stuff.
Dude,
All
I
right,
got
Adlai.
it. Listen, well, real quick, dude. Thinking of Wu-Tang and all that,
Okay,
the
go
old
ahead.
school stuff. I mean, Chaos, is that what when you think old school hip hop, rap and stuff? What's your go to? If you're just chilling, listening to music.
old school rap.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite?
Shoot, like as in a song, like a specific song, or just
artists.
Just artists.
Yeah.
It'd have to be Ronio and Joe Cooley.
Okay.
Ooh, that's nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Those were my top two.
Yeah, they got hits.
Yeah.
And Joe Cooley's a dope DJ.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one reason
No.
why I picked them.
Chaos, have you gotten into
Yeah.
Run DMC at all?
Yeah, they're probably my first actually.
Yeah, that's my absolute favorite. Those are the Beatles for me. Look, see, I got the Funko Pops behind me. That's Run DMC right there. And then
I have them in my living room.
And then Sparkle came on and started bagging on Jam Master Jay while when Sparkle was on the show.
Oh no, I heard.
He was bagging. I was like, Sparkle, you can't do that. He's like, what are you telling me I can't do that? He's bagging. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
God rest
Sparkle,
his
rest in
Yeah,
peace,
rest in
man. Rest in
peace,
peace. Yeah. Who's your other favorite DJs?
As in,
Ooh,
man.
Skills,
This is a good-
turntable
this is-
stuff.
Just
This is a
turntables,
good
yeah.
one.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
a good
This
one.
is a good one.
well, I'm gonna start with scratching. It's Cubert for my first.
Nice.
Cubert's
Yeah.
gonna be my first.
I was going to
Yeah.
be very heartbroken if you would have said Steve Aoki. I would have been very heartbroken.
Oh heck no, that's a whole different genre of music that
Exactly.
they're playing. Honestly, I don't even think that's a real DJ right there.
100%. Repeat that as many times as you can and add Khaled to that list.
Oh,
Yep.
Khaled. Oh, they actually put a video of him trying to beat juggle. I can do it. I literally put in the comments, I'm 16 years old, a DJ. I can do way better than that.
Yeah.
A monkey could have done better. I saw the same video. It was awful. It was awful. He was offbeat the whole time. I'm like, it's in your name, bro. Your name is DJ Khaled. Like, cut the first part of your name off, bro. Ain't nothing
Wasn't
wrong
there?
with that.
Yeah, wasn't there a time when he was like actually battling and doing okay, like in early DMC battles and
Not
stuff?
that I've ever heard of.
No, huh.
I've no. He's just a charlatan, man.
Yeah, I've never heard him actually like DJ like really good. Like it's always been like how he said like it sounds funny like whenever he DJs.
Rick the Rebel.
What's up, Rick?
But yeah,
He-
so
He's a charlatan like Elon Musk and Donald Trump. He just talks his big game, bah, 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 and then everybody believes him. It's like, all right, man, God bless you. I'm
We're the
being
best.
honest with you.
Yeah. What about Jazzy Jeff?
he's probably my second.
is
good,
He's my
yeah.
second.
Phenomenal.
Dope, dude. Dope. I'm trying to think some other ones off the top of my head.
Mixmaster Mike
My
is
okay.
he's phenomenal.
my favorite was DJ AM. Rest in peace.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was one of those multi-genre DJs that was always innovating himself and making music out of. Man, he would play. I don't know if you've ever heard the Fix Your Face mix with him and Travis Barker.
Huh. I don't think
I bet
so.
we can
Listen
find
to
it
it,
on YouTube.
Yeah,
it's
look that
called it's called Fix Your Face, and it's my all-time favorite mix. Period. Like I listen to that mix all the time, and it's him DJing and Travis Barker drumming through the whole thing, and they're at Coachella and it's live,
Huh.
and they go through so many different genres of music. They play the Beatles, they play
Oh, that's sick.
they
Wow.
play EDM, they play NWA, they play LL, they play.
Hold on, is
I
there a way
mean,
we can
you-
skip the EDM stuff though? I'm not really a big fan of that one. Or does it sound good?
No, you've got to listen to it because
Really? It sounds good?
The way that AM does it, it's because I think it's more because of the beat, because Travis Barker's drumming to it, so it kind of gives it a different sound. And then he remixes a lot of the songs, so it's not like they don't sound the same. But it's my all-time favorite mix. So that's hands down AM, my favorite DJ. And then I would have to say Jazzy Jeff, and then
Yeah.
there's a whole bunch of other ones, but I mean AM 100% hands down.
Nice.
Wow.
I
Okay,
was
okay.
supposed to go to Coachella that year, and he literally passed away about a year or two after that concert.
Oh man.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I
Yeah.
really wanted to go so bad, and I was really upset that I didn't get to go.
All right, Adley, who's your favorite DJ?
Well, because I was thinking about the Beat Junkies,
I was
Good.
too.
and I was thinking
Right.
about because I was thinking
What?
about because I grew up with J Rock from the Beat Junkies, and we do parties and stuff together. And
I actually seen him not too long ago.
But another one I was thinking kind of in that circle was Cut Chemist from Jurassic 5.
Oh, dude, that guy was
He was crazy.
That
dude.
was like Wild One style, like just trying to, you know how like you like to do all the weird stuff with the sound Wild One. That's Cut Chemist, bro. That's what his thingamajig was about. You know what I mean?
And then Babu from Dilated.
That's who I was gonna say was Babu.
Were you gonna say that? Yeah,
that was mine. Was Babu?
Yeah.
So actually, I seen all of the Beat Junkies probably like I'd say about 2 months ago. Went to my uncle's funeral, and he was a really big name in radio. I know you guys probably know him. Buys One.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
He was a really big promoter for a lot of really big music business music companies, and all of the Beat Junkies were there.
Wow.
The ones that were sitting in front of me was Felly Fell.
Yeah.
DJ Sour Milk was sitting next to me. Man, you name the DJ, Shortcut. I mean, they were all there.
Wow.
I mean, it was one of those where I was starstruck because I mean, I grew up listening to all these guys, and my uncle had those were all my uncle's like best friends. Like it was crazy to just see them all there. And we all went to the club afterward, and Baker Boys are there, C minus. They were all there, and they were all on the tables, chalk. Man.
Wait, did everybody just get up and get on the tables one at a time, or like was it like
they had a set a group of guys that were going on, and then we just got to sit there and talk to all of the DJs that were there and just reminisce and talk about how he touched everybody's lives and stuff like that. It was crazy. It was just to be able to talk to most of those guys was an experience in itself, and even at the actual the cemetery was nuts. You had I can't think of his name right now. Kid Frost's son, the one that produced Poetic Justice by Kendrick.
I didn't even know that.
Son?
Yeah, Kid Frost's son is a producer.
Really?
Wow. I did not know that.
I didn't either.
Oh yeah, he's produced a lot of songs. I don't know if you want to look it up.
I'll have to check that out.
But he was standing right in front of me at the cemetery, and I nudged my wife, and I'm like, "Hey, do you know who that is?" And she was like, "No," and I was like, "Get out of here!" Like, you know, telling her, like, I was like, "That's he's the one that made the beat, Poetic Justice for Kendrick." And,
okay. Good.
I mean, there were so many people there. It was crazy. So, but like, yeah, like all of them, like even the Bakersfield. There's so many really big Bakersfield DJs.
Yeah,
there is. Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro. We've been peeling this onion now for about a year and a couple months, and like when we just started bringing Bakersfield DJs on, it was just kind of like I was like, Adlai, look, man, all these people they've got pretty decent social. So why don't you just spit them? And Wifey was the first one. I was like, she always has hot social, so ask her, she'll come on the show. But then when she started telling us these crazy tales about you guys, and then I was like, we got to get more of these guys on here. And it was just, then the next one, Dos Muchos, Danny P, like just all
EVP,
you guys.
All those guys.
Oh my gosh. All you guys have just phenomenal, and it's a phenomenal community that you guys like all know each other. It's so neat. I think the neat part is that you have another generation right here who's carrying the mantle. That's pretty cool, I think. What do you think, Adlai?
Dude, I think it's super legit too. And the crazy part is, dude, I've been in Bakersfield since 2005, and I've always been a hip hop dude. You know, I got my first turntables when I was like 12, 13, maybe 13. And I've always, bought vinyl, would get a ride to the record store back in Orange County. We'd ride up to LA, Street Sounds, Prime Cuts, all those spots when I was young, and had a job at a record store and never made money because I would just be like, I
always got high on your own supply.
Yep.
You work for records.
It was records and gas, just like
All right,
back and forth.
Well, let's
man.
read the next story, dude. Come on, or else we're
Yeah,
just gonna be
stuff.
talking.
But anyways,
nerdy
yeah,
DJ
we can all
Yeah.
sidetrack and stuff too. But God, I don't know what to go into because these are all kind of grown up
Go with the
stuff.
Snoop Dogg one, man.
Yeah, or I got
go into it.
Okay, let's see. Okay, this one right here. So, all right, guys. So, Snoop Dogg has a laugh at expense of President Biden with his Sleepy Joe OG weed strain. That's what he's talking about on his Instagram post. And looks like he's got his pre-rolls, and it says, "You won't even remember what country you were in." And
Oh,
it's
no.
Oh my
got an
God.
image of Biden.
That is the perfect line for that.
Sleepy Joe OG. Oh my gosh.
That guy is such a mess. It's ridiculous. And his wife too. She's a mess too. Oh my God. Hey, you've seen the news lately, right?
Oh my gosh.
She's talking about how she's comparing Mexican tacos.
The Latinos to tacos.
My little
Bro,
breakfast tacos.
It was even
Oh my God.
when Biden was running and he goes like this, "Hey, Hispanics, now you don't know this, but they're all different." And I'm like, man, they're not going to call that racist? Like, what's going on around
Mr.
here?
Groove. Hey, fun
What
freaks
up,
out
Mr.
there in the
Groove?
house.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Like he's always said racist things, dude. His wife is just like, it's like, dude, we got to get this dude out of here. Let's just start pointing out all his faults. Because I think they're trying to get rid of him.
But you know what? Don't they all? They all put their foot in their mouth at one time.
They're all criminals. Every one of them, wild one. I think every one of them is a criminal. I don't know if we should have a child on here while I'm saying this type of stuff.
I'll be honest with you. I don't vote. I don't.
Me neither, dude.
I was in the military. I seen both sides of everything, and that just by itself. I mean, I'll get into politics if I have to, but I don't get into politics because it's one of those things that I don't care. I don't care. I think it's just funny. It's entertainment. That's what it is now.
I think it's entertainment, but I think it's sorrowful because this really is the leader of our country. Well, yeah. I don't think he personally is, but he's the whatever of the leader of our country. Here's the problem is like, I agree with you. Both sides are crooks. None of them can be trusted. But what's the option? Like, what are we supposed to be doing here? What can we do?
Yeah, I don't know.
Nothing we can do.
But I can tell you this. That's a great name for some cannabis.
Some Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe OG. Where am I?
Holy cow.
It's probably indica.
It's probably the cron, bro. That stuff is probably super strong. Can you imagine if it makes you feel like Joe Biden? That stuff has to be strong.
Make you forget your speech.
Makes you poop your pants.
There you go. Or fall off a bike.
Fall off. Yeah, don't ride a bike while you're on it, man.
That guy's a mess.
Woo.
Dude, all of them, bro. All of them are criminals. Not a one of them.
Yeah.
None of them are legit, too.
I don't think so.
Chaos, you didn't want to be in the politics club over at school?
I'm good on that part. I'm gonna stay with DJ club.
Stay that way. Stay like that.
I'm gonna stay with
be the
DJ
young
club.
Republicans or young Democrats.
If there's anything you could copy your dad on, don't worry about voting, bro. And if you are gonna vote because you like feel convicted about it, don't let it be like oh, now this is my religion. You know what I mean? Like if there's some cat and you really feel like, I probably should vote for this guy. I feel like he'd do a good job. All right, cool. You could do that. But don't let him be your Jesus, man. That dude ain't Jesus ever. Yeah, you guys agree with me on that with my political explanations?
Yeah. Yeah, Drask. What did Drask say?
Oh, he got all fired up, dude. He got all fired up right in the middle, dude. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, dude, every time this show turns into this, I don't want to do that. Let's read another news story because I don't want to get anybody.
Yeah. So and get some of that when you're legal. Get some of that Sleepy Joe Biden OG Kush.
What am I looking for? Stay away from it, Chaos.
Probably stay away from it. Yeah.
Don't worry about marijuana stuff.
I'm an adult and I'm like, I'm good. All right. Well, check this out. Netflix. It's going to be adding a new add a home feature to charge users who share their account with others. Now, this is in different countries, though. Now, this test marks the streaming giant's latest effort towards cracking down on password sharing. The test will prompt users to pay an additional fee, but right now it's only in South America. So I don't know. We'll see if it comes to the United States. But right now, each Netflix account will include one home, where obviously you can access Netflix on any of your devices in that home. But if you want to allow someone to use your Netflix account in another home, the company's going to ask you to pay a fee. And that fee right now that they're trying out in South America is $2.99.
Ah, damn. So I guess my if they do it in the U.S., my account's going up. I was like, I've got my kid. My kids got my account, and then my other son has my account, and my daughter that's going to college in Huntington Beach, she's got my account.
Where's she going to college in Huntington Beach?
Orange Coast. Golden West. Golden West.
I went to Golden West before I went to Arizona.
She's playing softball there.
Oh, very cool. Oh yeah, they got a great softball program. So
yeah. Well, they just built them a new field. So they got a brand new.
That's awesome.
She was one of the first players that get to play on their field.
That's awesome, dude. Shout out to Golden West College too, man. Yeah, so I'm thinking $2.99 to add a house. I guess that's cheap enough to do it, but at the same time, dude, there's people are gonna share passwords. I mean, chaos, dude. If you can get free music, you're gonna get free music. If you can watch movies for free, you're gonna watch them for free. I mean, don't you think?
Movies for free. Me and him, we already know what that website is to get for free movies.
And then music, I've showed them all the tricks on how to get music, so we're good.
Just make sure you run those malware protection stuff on your computer and stuff too.
The antivirus.
Yeah. But the bottom line is, people are always going to go free or cheap, I think, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So $2.99 to add a home. I mean, that's just like me saying, like, hey, Wild One, you already got a Netflix account? Hey, dude, I'm going to sell you $2.99, bro. Just add me. I'm going to sell you $2.99. I'm going to cash app you $2.99 a month, dude. Just give me that. Give me that add a home.
You're gonna pay half.
You pay half of the combined fee of $2.99 plus the $9.99.
You're gonna pay half of the whole subscription.
So half of
the $6.50 a month.
Nah, bro. But think about this: people are gonna have it on their phone. They'll just stream it to a TV.
Yeah,
dude. If you have Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, Prime, and whatever, and you pay for all of them legitimately,
then you're a sucker.
I don't know you. There's no way. I don't know anybody that has all of them. Everybody's shared a password or gotten a password from somebody else and stuff too. I mean, unless Wild One, you pay for all of them.
Well, I have a cable service that I pay. It's $150 for 6 months, and I get every single channel and movie.
You have cable?
No, it's a streaming service. So it's not like cable. So I only pay $150, and it's for 6 months.
Was it that IPTV thing on the Apple TV?
This sounds like some bootleg stuff, Adley.
Yeah, we're not getting in trouble, are we?
Nah, it's not no bootleg. I mean,
well, Wild One, let me get that password, bro.
No, man, I'm the password giver of my side of the world. I'm telling you, but I don't mind. I don't know.
I'm like, whatever.
The only password I give is a subscription that I won't say out loud because sometimes we broadcast on that. So
right.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but anyways, I don't know, man. Are they being stingy or do they? Well, crap, they just lost 950 million users. So like,
because they were charging more for their subscription because
that went up. It went up a couple bucks. Yeah.
Well,
because of the same reason.
That's the thing is like you kind of like, what do they got? It's like they'll pop out with something, but like I never watched Stranger Things. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Oh man, you got to watch it.
The only thing
it's good, but it's not. Games. It's not. I never watched it.
I watched Squid Games.
It's very interesting. It's very interesting to watch.
I'm always into sci-fi, so
if I didn't watch Stranger Things, my life wouldn't change. But I know people like it's so good.
Stranger Things is the Morrissey of television for me. Do you get where I'm going? from the Smiths, Morrissey. You guys remember that guy? Like I hear his music, right? And it just sounded kind of weird to me, but I knew if I listened too much that I would fall in love with that music. But then that might turn me into a maricon, so I was like, nope, I can't listen to this man's music. All right. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen to me from Stranger Things, but I feel like it's kind of like trying to seduce me into it, but it ain't going to happen. That's the way it goes. I'm human and I need to be loved, just like everybody else does. You like that?
Chaos, that's what you need, man. You need some Morrissey and some Smiths.
To be loved.
Yes. Yes.
You get
Yes.
seduced by his voice.
Did he say that song,
You
You're
know
the
it's
One
gay,
for
dude,
Me,
but
Fatty? You guys remember that song he sang? You're the One for Me, Fatty?
I do not remember that one.
Yeah, man, you couldn't
No.
write that song today. He wrote this song because like all these big girls would show up to his concerts, and he was sick of it because they're all hitting on him. So he wrote this song, You're the One for Me, Fatty. It was just making fun of all the big girls at the
Oh,
concert.
he's making
See?
fun?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, I thought he was being
Exactly.
serious. Like,
Exactly what I was saying earlier about the music. Nobody really paid attention to lyrics, but Morrissey is still a big name. I mean,
the crazy part is
name.
when Mike and I had parties at our apartment and stuff, and the kind of chubbier girls would come through, he'd pop that on
And
be
give him
like,
back rubs.
"What's up, ladies? What up?"
hey, have you
You're
ever
the
watched
one for me,
I've
Fatty.
never heard the song. That's funny.
have you ever watched the Action Bronson's video?
Which
Which
one?
one?
Something about Jeeps. You gotta watch that video.
Okay, I'll check that
All right, I'll
out.
check it out.
Yeah.
What's our
Yeah,
last story,
yeah.
Adley?
We want to go one more?
Yeah, I want to do the Mike Tyson story.
Okay, let's see that one.
Don't worry,
Okay.
Chaos ain't gonna have nightmares from the story. It's a good story.
All right. Well, Mike Tyson shares a morbid prediction when he's talking on his podcast. He says his expiration date is coming close on a new episode of Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson. Now, heavyweight boxing legend Mike Tyson gives this shocking statement, and he's saying that he feels like his death is imminent. He says, quote, "We're all going to die one day, of course," when he's talking to Sean McFarland, a trauma and addiction therapist. He says, "Then when I look in the mirror, I see those little spots on my face. I say, wow, that means my expiration date is coming close really soon."
Well, having a lot of celebrities predicted their own demise.
Like Tupac.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's one right there. I mean, it's not something that we don't know about. I mean, people have always predicted their own.
Yeah, I don't know, but Mike Tyson's also crazy, you guys. I mean, it's not like we're talking about Confucius or something. It's like, oh, the guy that smokes marijuana on his podcast and just does piles of shrooms and blah, blah,
You got to
blah.
watch the video of him where he's talking about going on his DMT trip. That's one video that I watched and I was like, wow, this guy, he's out there. Like, he's always been out there, but
Yeah,
I think this is one of those things he's got hit too many times.
Yeah, he doesn't know he's going to die.
Yeah.
Another thing he says in that same article is he says, it looks like the spots on my face are like the spots on a banana. And when a banana gets spotted up, then that's when the peel's no good. And it's like, all right, come on, dude. That's not how skin is.
You're not a banana.
Now you're comparing yourself to a banana.
No.
Yeah, that's not how skin works. God bless Mike Tyson. I still say, out of every boxer that ever lived, that is the one person I would never want punching me, Mike Tyson. I would say, in his prime, the baddest man who's walked the face of the earth.
Still,
I think
have you seen the videos of him working out?
Oh yeah, he's nuts.
Yeah, he's super fast still at his age right now.
Did you see that fight with him and
oh my God,
Floyd Mayweather?
Floyd?
Was it not Floyd? I'm sorry, it was
not Floyd. It was he fought Holyfield again.
No, not Holyfield. It was
it wasn't Holyfield.
It was the guy with the big. He has a big right bicep. Who was it? If you're watching and you saw that fight, tell us. No, it was stop that. If you're watching and you saw that fight,
it was ripped.
Tell us so we can remember who it was. It was not Riddick.
It was recent. It was a recent.
Buster Douglas.
Oh no,
stop.
The recent, the recent one.
It was
Sugar Ray Leonard. Who was it? It was someone like that.
Yeah,
that era.
it was. He was the heavyweight too, but God, I can't remember anymore.
I thought it was Holyfield.
I remember that too.
It wasn't Holyfield because Holyfield fought an MMA fighter. That's what I was gonna say. So Tyson fought, and I can't remember who he fought. Man, that's so sorrowful for the other boxer. But like you could tell when they were fighting that there was like a "please don't hit me in the head" rule, you know, and they were like kind of like
Roy Jones Jr.
Roy Jones Jr. That's right.
He pulled back on a lot of his punches.
Yeah, him and Roy Jones. And Roy Jones could probably punch pretty hard, but him and Tyson didn't really fight. And then Holyfield fought that MMA kid. Oh, what was that kid he fought? It wasn't Ken Shamrock. Holyfield. Are you gonna look it up for us? He fought this MMA dude, and that dude crushed Holyfield. And Holyfield was like 60. And like he just, I mean, like just crushed his skull. And I'm like, you can't do that.
I think they're paid not to.
Was it Belfort?
Not to.
Vitor Belfort?
Belfort. That's who it was. It was Belfort.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vitor Belfort.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
Belfort's like 48 too, Wild One.
Oh, so he's not young.
Yeah. But a lot of those fights they pay him extra not to hit those guys like
I don't
too
know.
hard.
I don't know, bro. I hope you're right because if you look at the footage, it doesn't look like that to me. I was like, my God, you're beating a senior citizen.
Just like the Logan Paul fights. I mean, they're those.
Those are fixed. The Logan Paul fights are fixed. The Jake Paul fights aren't fixed, but he's smart because he's not fighting boxers. He's fighting that boxer. He's
NBA.
Yeah. He's fighting this kid, Maheen or something like that. He's coming up. He was supposed to fight Tommy Fury, and then Tommy Fury backed out. Yeah. So he's fighting this kid who's actually a boxer, but the kid he's fighting just got beat by Tommy Morrison's kid. Remember when Tommy Morrison was fighting? You guys remember that? Tommy the Duke Morrison? That. Yeah, his kid's fighting now. His kid's a heavyweight.
Was it Tommy Morrison wasn't the one on Rocky, was it?
Yeah.
Tommy Gunn.
He had AIDS. Yeah,
that's right.
He died of AIDS.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Chaos is like, wow, old men talking about old timing boxing. How fun.
We're coming back to rocking the party though.
We're
coming back to rocking the party.
Let's is that our last story, Adley?
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up. Wrap this up by doing the party rocker song question.
Okay, so DJ Chaos, here's the situation, right? You're at the whatever event, you're DJing, but then all of a sudden
start with Wild One.
Wild One first? Okay.
Yeah, Wild One, then Chaos.
So you're at the club, same situation for both of you though. Whatever it is, event, party, but everybody kind of starts walking off the dance floor. You can see people kind of like leaning against the wall, getting kind of bored. What's the jam you got to throw on that guarantees everybody puts the drink down and hits the dance floor? What's the jam?
I've got to ask you what kind of club and what are the ages? What the age group?
This will be different.
For a younger crowd.
I got this one.
Am I DJing for a younger crowd or a crowd?
It's 36 to 45. Oh. Okay. Classy, like so like you ain't gonna have no gunplay in this place. More expensive drinks, nicer type of place, but everybody in there was into hip hop when they were in their 20s.
That's probably there's so many different songs. I mean, you could go old school hip hop and then go maybe.
Well, tell us the song, Wild One. One song. You got to get that floor cracking.
You got to get only one.
You got to get that floor cracking, son. What's doing it?
You should have went with my son first. There's so many songs shooting in my head right now.
I'm trying to shoot a song in my head right now to think of one before they come to me.
That's why we went with your dad first, Chaos, because you're younger, so you have less of a repertoire in your head.
So something like that. If you're at a
all right, hold on, Wild One. Like, will it help you if we tell you what your cousin's was when we asked her the same question?
Oh,
yeah.
She said, "Ain't no fun."
That was the one that was in my head.
That's the one you're thinking.
Honestly, God, that was the
I'm
one.
not mad at you. I'm not mad at you.
Ain't no fun. Ain't no
no,
fun is a good one.
and the reason why is because you're thinking like '90s hip hop,
Yep.
and no matter who you're playing that song for, it could be a classic crowd. The ghetto is always going to come out of you if you have a few drinks in your system.
Dad said that
No
too.
matter, yeah. See, my dad knows. Right, the ghetto always comes out. But if you're talking old school, I would have to say it would be be somewhere around like a ain't no future in your frontin'.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Cool.
Like anything Zapp and Roger. I mean, you're like I said, I go with beat. So like if
That's fine. Now I'm gonna have now when me and Adley answer ours, you have to have an old school one, Adley. So you could do a '90s one and an old school one. I got my old school one already.
I got my old school one.
But Chaos, you just have to give us one song that you think would get the party cracking. You don't have to you don't have to do all this chemistry that we're doing over here.
I was gonna say, are you gonna give me like the type of age?
Nope. You can just tell us what you would do to make it pop. Because your dad, we could throw him off. We could keep throwing him up ages, down ages. He's been doing it since he had diapers on. So like, I don't mind throwing him hard ones. You would just let you blow, bro. So what would you put on? You want to get the party cracking?
It'd be Pursuit of Happiness by Kid Cudi, the Project X version though.
I feel like I can't think of that song in my head though. I've seen it. Okay, I know I've heard it.
So have you ever watched the movie Project X?
No.
Okay,
is that with the skinhead dude?
No.
Project American X.
Is that's American History X.
Yeah. Oh man.
So Joe Biden story.
Not Malcolm X, right?
No. The Project X movie is the movie with the three boys that throw the really huge party when his mom and dad go out of town.
Huh.
Oh, and the aliens come or something like that?
No,
that's the end of the world, or
the cops end up showing up, and then they've got like 1,000 people in the backyard, and it goes all bad. But the DJ puts on that Pursuit of Happiness song, and it's a remix, and it's one of those songs. I see where that's around that crowd or his generation. If you were to put that song on,
I'm gonna listen to that.
Yeah, I could see it. I'll send you the song.
Okay, Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah, because I played it at my prom, and believe it or not, they went crazy.
They'll go crazy, huh?
That turned up.
Yeah.
Hey,
nice.
He plays Spanish at his prom, and I tripped out on how
Bustin' La
cracking
Chona?
it was.
Oh yeah, they love
Chona?
it.
Yeah. What about I like to rolly.
No.
They don't like that. I played that. Some
give
the girls
him an old school
last
song.
week. I was like, okay.
Miguel.
Huh?
Give him an old school song.
If you want an old school song that I'd play, it would probably be "Ain't No Stopping Us Now."
Ain't no
by
stop.
yeah.
Yarbrough? Ain't no stopping us now.
Yeah,
we're on the move. Yeah. Very nice. I dig that song.
He's well versed.
Yeah.
All right, you ready? Here's mine. My 90s song, Rough Riders Anthem.
Yeah.
To get the party cracking. My old school song, Expose, Point of No Return.
Nice. Very nice.
That song slaps, bro, and you can't say nothing about it. I don't care.
Yeah. I was gonna go for mine. I was gonna go a little bit newer, and I was gonna go with like either Usher, or Little John Get Low, because I'm thinking more if they're in their 30s to 40s, and 20 years ago would be like early 2000s. So I'd probably go kind of that era. But if I'm going old school, I was thinking Brick House. I was thinking
that's not bad. That's not bad either.
That's it. Or Jungle Boogie, Sexy.
Bounce Rock Skate.
Bounce Rock Skate, yeah.
I think I was thinking Ain't No Fun in my head because I have a remix to that song with New Shoes.
Okay.
There's a New Shoes remix, and I have another one it's another Ain't No Fun beat, but I'll have to find it and I'll send it to you. But yeah, that's a go-to for me whenever I'm playing. That beat for some
Is
reason.
the new shoes Double Dutch Bus?
No, it's Can't Wait.
Wait, which was who was Double Dutch Bus?
Freddie, whatever his name was. What's his name?
Yeah, wow, one's
Freddie
younger than us, so I
Freddie
can't.
Archambault.
What is it? Who was it? Yes.
Yeah, wait, hold on. I want to make sure I was right about it.
He was a one-hit wonder.
I think it was Tony Archambault. I think.
Oh yeah, it was
For Double Dutch Bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony Archambault.
See? Hey,
Frankie Smith.
He knew.
Mom's saying Frankie Smith. I think it's Frankie Smith.
I feel like it was Frankie Smith too, though, but I don't know. I feel like it was
Frankie
also
of
Tony
some kind.
Archambault, though. Oh,
Rick the Rebel says MC Shy D. Oh, Smurf Rock.
I like songs. I like.
Yeah, he has a couple.
Good songs in there.
Gotta be tough. That was another jam. Yeah,
You know, I love when you like stumble across an old school hip hop song you haven't heard forever on YouTube, and you're just like, oh, I haven't heard this one in a minute, and you play it, and you're like, this sounds like butter running through my veins. This is the most wonderful sound ever.
Yeah,
I played Sally That Girl the other day at a party.
Oh, nice.
Gucci Crew. Yeah. Dope, dude. Hey, well, Chaos Man, that's dope.
I need to get a playlist from some of these DJs. All right, you guys, what shout outs? Who do you want to shout out on the Chino Brothers before we close?
I'll just shout out all my family and friends that all listened in. Man, everybody that tuned in, I thank you.
Yeah, so you want to give a shout out to, homeboy?
Sure, you can go ahead and shout out my school. Give me all this stuff.
Yeah.
Nice. What up, Ridgeview? Nice.
Cool. Yeah, word up to Ridgeview. Good for you and the Wolf Pack.
Yeah, I'm finishing.
Every high school should have a DJ club.
That'd be phenomenal if every high school had a DJ club. Every high school would have a lot less violence. That's my answer for it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys have ever seen the merchandise Mixed Coast.
They
sell. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of my. I met him maybe about a year ago, and he designed a few shirts for Ridgeview.
Oh,
and
wow.
They have the mix. They got the Mixed Coast logo and everything on them. Whenever they get them printed, I'll have to send you guys a shirt.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
We're right now we're in the middle of making them. We're trying to get them made. It's just pretty. Everything right now is a little expensive right now, so we're trying to get everything set right so we can get everything
DJ Technique.
Where can you go to?
What's up?
Where can we find you guys on social? Where if we want to find you on social, where are we looking?
Like as in
social
probably
media.
Instagram. Probably Instagram.
All right, so give out your handle, bro.
What's your Instagram?
My Instagram? Well, it's DJ Chaos. Yeah. Oh, do you want the school Instagram?
At DJ
Chaos.
No,
you're just at DJ
Chaos. At DJ Chaos on Instagram.
At DJ_Chaos1.
At DJ_Chaos1.
Now as in the number one.
Now look at he's just gonna keep going on with it. It's like when you hear somebody tell you the full name, it's like all right, where can they find you, Wild One?
I'm on Facebook, Ernie DJ Wyldone Cruz, and then I have a TikTok which has my boys' videos and stuff like that on there, which is DJ Wild, the number one.
DJ Wild, the number one. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching the Chino Brothers. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Our TikTok is blowing up. Get us on Clapper. Get us on Twitter. We don't tweet very often, but you can follow us there anyways. And we will see you next week. Wild One and Chaos, hang out in the green room for 1 second. All right, see you guys later. Boom and boom.